Hi everyone. I'm assuming that you've come to my page, mental health awareness page, and I am a licensed minister. I'm not a doctor. I'm a survivor, and what I'd like to do in this particular video is just give you my testimony of how things started with me. Started at a very young age. I was 15 years old, 14 or 15 years old, and back in the 70s. And I'm a musician, worship leader, as well as other things that I do. And in school, that was a fairly popular thing to be. And along with that came drugs, alcohol. So at a very young age, I was introduced to that, and also LSD. And my first panic attack, I was around 15 years old, like I said, doing drugs, and I believe that's what set it off. It caused a chemical imbalance. At that time, I didn't know what was happening to me. I was agoraphobic. I couldn't leave the home. I was probably housebound for about 3 to 4 months. I did see a doctor at the time, and he did prescribe medication. And months later, I seemed to be doing a lot better. And I got involved in music. Was always involved in music, but I did get involved in music in my church. And so around the age of 17, I started playing professionally. And so after a few years of experiencing this panic attack thing that I went through, I had pretty much forgotten, I guess about it, or wasn't too concerned about it because I wasn't having them anymore after a few years. And by going into the bars and playing, every night was a party, and so I fell back into drinking and doing drugs. I was doing smoking weed, and I was also taking what they called back then black beauties, and which was basically speed. And so it would give you that, that energy, that high, and most of the band members were taking it at the time. After a few years of doing that, I did have a reoccurrence of the panic attacks, along with depression and anxiety. And so I, at that point, was quite ill, and wasn't able to work or play in the band. And so life went on. And again, seeing a doctor, a mental health professional, and being put on medications. So throughout my life, have had several bouts of depression and anxiety, panic attacks, and I feel that there's a lot that I can give in the sense of experience and knowing what it's like to be depressed and have panic attacks. I find that a lot of the doctors haven't experienced that. They obviously have studied it and know the chemistry of the brain and the serotonins and things that can become unbalanced, and therefore antidepressants are are prescribed, and the antidepressant is usually the medication that levels out your serotonin levels, that relieves the depression and relieves anxiety and panic attacks, as well as other medications that could be prescribed, like clorazepam, Ativan, those sorts of medications. So I felt just to put this page together to be an encouragement to those, or to you, that are suffering at this time. Like I say, I'm not a doctor, but I have experienced it, and I know quite a bit about it, researching it, and knowing how you can help yourself through this difficult time. And so the purpose of this page is to put resources on there for you, some information, some different doctors that I've watched on YouTube, again, different things that I've, like I say, I've researched. That could be some form of help for you. So I will be posting more. This is just kind of like an introduction, letting you see me, I guess, and allow me to talk, and to hopefully be able to be some kind of encouragement to you. Don't give up hope. I know that there's different kinds of depression. I've had suicidal depression, which is the worst depression that you could have, when you're thinking of taking your life. And so I know what it's like to be in that dark pit. So I hope you continue to come to the page. I hope you like the page, and frequently I'll be putting things on here, and hopefully they will help you. I do have a phone number that will be on there if you would like to contact me and like to talk with me. I'm a good listener. Like I say, I'm a licensed minister. I have my credentials here in Canada. That doesn't mean we need to talk about God, or what your belief system is, or what you believe in. That's not my purpose in doing this. But if you wish to call me, I will certainly be available, make myself available to talk with you and meet with you if you'd like. So yeah, so please feel free to continue to visit the page and see the resources that I've put on. Thank you for your time, and thank you that you're taking a step to wanting to get better. And again, I can't emphasize enough, there's always hope. Do not give up hope. You can come through this. You will come through this. And lots of information, lots of resources that I can give you to help you. Thank you so much. Thank you for visiting.